Is it not interesting that America is being prepared for martial law and not many realize that it's happening? They are just blindly behaving as if all things are well. In fact, nations around the world are beginning to declare the same thing. They're beginning to declare martial law. The question is, when we see these things, how come people are ignoring them and behaving, trying their best to live as if these things are not happening? Let me give you a warning. If you are one of those people who likes to plug their ears and they say, I don't want to hear it, everything's going to be okay, I put my trust in my leaders, everything's going to be okay, I don't want to hear it. If you're going to be one of those people, do not be surprised when the very thing that you did not want to hear is the one thing that now becomes a reality. And you're going to be living in a nightmare. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when the National Guard is being deployed and going from state to state, that should tell you already. Curfews are being enforced in places that have the National Guard deployed. When a curfew is being issued, that means you are actually technically living under a martial law. So America has been prepared and people are becoming accustomed to it. On election night, the National Guard are coming. And that National Guard is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. In other words, what I'm saying, brace yourselves for martial law. You see, the only thing that you can do, truly, you must keep your eyes upon the Lord. You must make sure that you are right. Because even if you have money, even if you have all the money in the world, and you don't even live in the cities, and you go into the mountains, or you go and you build your house off-grid and all those things, and you have your own, self-sustainable living, and you're able to live, guess what? The plagues of God are not going to miss you. And the wrath of God is going to come very quickly. It's not going to be long from here on that we are going to see the final events of Earth's history unveil very quickly.
Now check this out. As election night draws near, something is happening. Every state in America right now, they are deploying the National Guard. The National Guard are being deployed. Thousands of troops are going to be on the ground. What do you think they are preparing for? You see, as you are looking at the headlines, what clearly we read is that the reason why the National Guard is being deployed is because there may be, not maybe, there's a high possibility that we are going to see civil unrest in America. Civil unrest is going to break out. Furthermore, just think about this. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that creepy Joe Biden, the pedophile, let's just say, for argument's sake, that Joe Biden won the race, that he won the election. Trump's not going to let him even get in office. If Joe Biden were to win, Trump's not going to let that happen. If Trump wins, something's going to happen. Either way, Trump wins, you've got a civil unrest. Biden wins, you've got civil unrest. Don't forget, there's also a militia that is pro-Trump. And the militia groups that are pro-Trump, they are not afraid to take aggressive action because they are the ones who are pro-Second Amendment. And furthermore, they have ex-Marines, ex-US Navies, former soldiers who are all armed and equipped. And they are prepared to stand for Trump one way or another. And you know what? Most of these people, they can see the fingerprints of the left-wing establishment in which the elections could be tampered with. So they're not going to have it. There's a good chance you're going to have civil unrest one way or another. This is why right now the US troops are being deployed. The National Guard are being deployed to go in every state. Right now, Texas is equipping themselves, and other states are beginning to send or prepare. They're beginning to basically have the National Guard go on the ground. They're deploying them for election night and post-election night. Furthermore, I want you guys to think about this. Now, I never did a video about it. I've been watching it play. I mentioned Judge Amy Barrett before. I mentioned her a few years ago. When Kavanaugh was being elected, I mentioned to you guys about Amy Barrett, that she could be the potential next forerunner, or the one, not forerunner, but the front runner, should I say. She could be the next front runner for the Supreme Court justices. And guess what? Now we have Amy Barrett. And here, let me show you guys something here now, all right? I want you guys to see this. Most people say, oh, now there are 6 Catholics on a Supreme Court justice. Pause. Check this out. You see, ever since Trump came, the first person that Trump nominated to go on the Supreme Court justice was Neil Gorsuch. Neil Gorsuch, he claims to be an Episcopalian who was raised Roman Catholic. But Neil Gorsuch still has Catholic affiliations. Neil Gorsuch, he actually ties himself with the Catholic Church. He is also a Jesuit. Furthermore, Trump nominated Brett Kavanaugh. These people know each other as well. They knew each other a long time ago. Neil Gorsuch also knew Brett Kavanaugh. They went to the same Jesuit schools, according to what, if I remember correctly. They knew each other, right? And is it just by pure coincidence that the two of them are now together here? Looking at Brett Kavanaugh, he is also a Roman Catholic. Then we look at Amy Barrett, or Amy Coney Barrett. You see, Judge Amy Barrett, she who just has been nominated, who has just been sworn in on the Supreme Court justice, she is a full-blown Roman Catholic. Trump comes and he is nominating the Roman Catholics. He's putting Catholics in there. Think about this. If Trump was against the Pope, would Trump be putting the people of the Pope there? Or would Trump be putting Protestants, anti-Catholicism? Trump has spoken that he is going to do everything in his power to defend the Roman Catholics. Who is he defending the honor of? The Pope, who is the head of his congregation. You know, the Catholic religion belongs to the papacy. It all belongs to the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church has one head, and that head is not Christ, but it is the man of sin. It is the Pope, the son of perdition. When you look at the full list of the Supreme Court justice, what you actually will find is that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Supreme Court justices which are Catholics. They all have affiliations with the Roman Catholic Church. There are 2 who belong to Judaism, and they are Stephen Breyer and Eleanor Kagan. Those are the only 2 who are non-Catholics. But Trump comes in and he starts adding Catholics. Is it just by pure coincidence, or is it meant to be? So think about this. When a judgment is being weighed now, when an issue is being brought on the Supreme Court justice, who has the majority say? Is it not the Catholics? So think about this. I'm going to make you think now. If a law was to come and be brought on the Supreme Court, and now it's a moral law. If a law was to be passed which deals with morality, on whose side is the judgment going to weigh on the side of? Is it going to be weighed on the side of Judaism, or is it going to be weighed heavily upon Catholic grounds? You do the answer. You answer the question. Answer it for yourself. Does it not make sense that because the Catholic Church has majority rule, that they are going to be the ones that are going to, the things are going to be weighed on favor of Catholic teachings? That means who is happy? Who is very proud of Trump right now? Who is secretly happy? Is it not Pope Francis? Because his people are there on the SCOTUS? That means, should there be a law that mandates a certain type of worship, or a certain day of keeping reverence, a certain day dedicated for Earth Day Sundays, or on Climate Sunday, or Climate Sabbath, should I say? Or if they were to pass a law that would affect people's moral choice, would it not make sense that it's going to favor that of Catholicism? What time are we living in, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just trying to get you guys to think. I'm getting you to think. If you're still playing around like you have all day, keep playing around and watch what happens. You're going to be lost. Because now is not the time to be playing around. It's not. That's the truth. Here's what else I'm also going to get you to think about. Let's suppose that there is a delay in the results of the election. Suppose the Democrats decided to delay the results of the election. Suppose they decided to delay the results one way or another. If it extends for some time, it would put what's her name? It would put actually the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, it would put her as one that is acting as a president, as a type of president. But that's if it were, and I believe it has to do with maybe the 25th Amendment or something. I can't remember now. But that is something that could happen. But the only way that they would delay is if they were to do the mail votings and everything, where people send their votes by mail. You see? But that's something that even if that were to happen, you still are going to have a civil unrest. Where is America going to be? The nation is divided. Isn't it ironic that they call it the United States of America? Why do they even still call it the United States of America? That name doesn't even apply to America today. Think about it. They call it the United States of America, but they're not united because they are divided. So the real name for the states right now should be the divided States of America. It's still America, but they're divided. America is divided. Even as Babylon was divided before it was conquered. Things are pretty shaky, and I don't want you guys to be shaken. You must keep your eyes heavenward, fixed upon the Lord. You're going to keep hearing me say this over and over again, but you must do that. I'm not going to hold you off. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in and for joining me. This is The Controversy 7. You take good care of yourselves. Be blessed, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Ladies and gentlemen, before I close this video, I want to bring your attention this very campaign that we have opened, that we're running on GoFundMe. For those who have not seen in their last video, there's a family that is struggling and they literally are living in a rotting house. The house is rotting and that house is deemed unlivable. This family is in Nigeria. Now here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, that you must understand. This is an urgent appeal which I'm presenting to you, and it deserves your urgent attention. I'm making an appeal that we help one another. When you help others, you are not doing this for your own glory, but you're doing it for the glory of your Father who is in heaven. And when you help others who are in need, your Father who is in heaven will also help you in your time of need. Because when you do this unto others, you are doing it also unto the Lord. That's why Jesus said,
To those who are wicked, he says, I was hungry, you did not feed me. I was thirsty, you did not give me drink. I was naked, you did not clothe me. I was in jail, you never visited me. I was in hospital, you never came to see how I'm doing. All these kinds of things. Jesus mentioned that the least of those who you did this to, you did it to him. So this appeal is for those who truly want to serve the Lord by helping their fellow men. This family, they have nowhere to sleep. They have no shelter. Can we be able to help them find shelter? I believe we can. I still have faith that there are many good people out there. I have faith in many of you.